What's going on everyone, welcome back to another day where I share some new and amazing mods that were recently released. I was too busy releasing my mod list, so today we're gonna be catching up with some mods I missed. New DLC size quest mods, first person combat animations, UI overhauls, and a lot more. So if you're interested for more Skyrim content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, without further ado, let's start the video. First up, we have one massive project that the community has been developing, Lordbound. This DLC size expansion adds a brand new region larger than Solstheim, with over 60 hours of content, 40 quests, and more than 50 new dungeons to explore in. You'll be thrown into a three-way conflict between the Imperial Legion, the Orcs of Gasharkur, and the Bretons of High Reach, and the choices you make will shape the future of this war-torn valley. Currently, about half of the major NPCs are fully voiced, with the rest coming soon, which to be honest I'm excited for. Not only it will be more immersive, but it will elevate the storytelling as well.
You're no kin. You're brave to come here if you know what this place is. We have to stay our hand and tolerate the likes of you here.
War going on out there. We can't have people just wander in and nose around.
Well met, stranger. Fresh from Skyrim, are you? You're either brave or you've got...
The mod is still in a soft launch, so expect a few bugs and missing voice lines. To start the quest, you want to head to Whiterun or Solitude. You'll either have to find or be approached by a shifty-looking Khajiit who is recruiting interested adventurers to investigate rumors of the tunnels of Drodak Valley opening. Enter the valley via either the tunnel at Morgasgur or the Imperial Tunnel west of Solitude. The starting choice will move you into a respective questline more quickly but will not lock you into a faction choice. From there, your adventure begins. So if you love exploration, rich lore, and massive adventures, this is one mod you can't skip. Speaking of things we can't skip, there's actually two things men can't skip. That's modding and keeping our balls fresh. And today's sponsor is here to make sure those stay fresh, clean, and well taken care of. This video is brought to you by Manscaped, the global men's lifestyle brand that's raising the bar for grooming standards everywhere. And their Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is basically the ultimate all-in-one grooming kit. This package has everything you need to stay clean, sharp, and confident all year long. Inside, you'll find the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, Manscaped's latest trimmer built for precision and comfort. It's got dual interchangeable heads, a powerful motor, and even a dual LED spotlight so you never miss a spot, whether it's for your body or beard, and yes, it's completely waterproof, which makes it super easy to clean and perfect for use in the shower. You'll also get the Weed Whacker 3.0, designed to handle nose and ear hair with ease. And to top it off, Manscaped includes their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Soother Toner, keeping your balls fresh, comfortable, and ready to take on the day. Everything comes in the premium Shed 2.0 toiletry bag, along with their new Boxers 2.0 Midnight Bravo for the maximum comfort. So if you're ready to keep your balls fresh, head over to manscaped.com and use my code CAPPANDA for 15% off your order plus free US shipping. Big thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video and for helping our balls stay fresh and clean. Moving on, we have Medieval Markets. This brand new mod overhauls the markets found in the cities of Skyrim. Let's be honest, Skyrim's markets didn't actually look or feel like one. Yes, I know there's a stall, but aside from being a singular stall, they basically sell a few items. Medieval Markets changes that completely by giving it a new look. Aside from being more medieval looking, there will now be more produce or items that the vendor is selling. For example, Carlotta will now finally be selling more vegetables and fruits, while Freya will have a variety of jewelry. The same goes with the other vendors, and the design of each will still keep what their vanilla counterpart sells, making things a lot more immersive. This alone makes it look and feel much more of a market than just a single stall that sells one or two items. Additionally, I recommend pairing it with Medieval Markets Animated. From the name itself, this mod makes it so that the cloth part of the market stands will have animations. A very simple addition, yet makes things a lot more immersive with 0 FPS loss. Next, we have a mod that overhauls one of Skyrim's vanilla location, Nature's Respite Hunter's Rest Overhaul. When visiting the Hunter's Rest, you'll notice a new shack model, and comparing it with how the vanilla model looks like, you can already tell that the author has made the new shack model in detail. Another thing I noticed is the abundance of new fitting clutters. In vanilla, it didn't really felt like a real Hunter's Rest, as it not only lacked clutters but even reused the shack model over and over again. At least with this mod installed, you're making one of Skyrim's vanilla location into something new. Let's now move on to some of the newest and amazing UI mods. We first have Main Menu Video, an SKSE plugin that replaces your static main menu background with a dynamic video and audio. And you probably already know I had to make my own main menu background. So I made Reswell Dragonborn a main menu video replacer, which features 3 different main menu video with some of the most popular Skyrim music. Of course, there are a lot more made by the community, and I suggest to check them out or even make your own. Next, we have Oathvein UI. This is a complete UI overhaul mod that reskins every single UI mods that have been released ever since. It's a sleek, grimdark interface overhaul that modernizes Skyrim's UI, blending the best of Dear Diary Dark Mode, Edge UI, Nordic UI, New Horizon UI, and Horizon UI Remake. It delivers a crisp, contemporary experience while preserving the game's original aesthetic soul. Just take note though, this is just a UI overall reskin. So if you don't have the other UI mods, you won't be seeing them in-game. But if you do decide to download all of them, those UI mods will now have the same aesthetic design from Oathvein UI, making everything a more seamless look. I personally love the aesthetic it brings. Just the design itself overall makes it a must-have. By the way, if you want me to do a new dedicated UI overhaul showcase, let me know down below. If there's one thing we can change in Skyrim, for some that would be the animations. Lucky for us, mods do exist. I mean, imagine using the default first-person combat animations over and over again. Sigma's Sword Animation First Person is a mod that completely replaces the first-person sword animations into something truly unique. It features no over-the-top animations and no reverse grip. Everything is as close to realism as possible without hurting the gameplay and entertainment. The mod actually comes with stances support, meaning there are 4 different stances and each with their own first-person sword animations. You've got the low stance, medium stance, high stance, and of course the natural stance. And in case you don't use the mod stances, the authors made separate downloads so you can use the new animations without the stance mod. Another mod by the same author, we have Sigma Battleaxe Animations First Person. Just like the previous mod, but this time new animations for the weapon Battleaxe. The mod also features 4 different stances, each with its own unique animations. What I like about this mod is that it aims to represent how heavy it is to swing a Battleaxe. You can instantly tell just by the motion of the animation that the axe is definitely heavy. I personally like this more compared to flashy animations. I don't know why, but it honestly feels a lot more satisfying. Anyways, here is a more preview of the mod. Let's now dive into a few immersion mods that really caught my attention. Starting with one that completely redefines how you travel across Skyrim. Dovah Rider Carriage Reborn finally lets you do what you've probably wished for. It's to drive your own carriage. Instead of fast traveling or riding as a passenger, you can now take control and explore Skyrim your way. This rebuilt version of the original mod features full manual driving, real nav meshed roads for auto travel, camping integration, horse management, and a dynamic travel system. You can freely travel anywhere, camp along the way, bring followers, or switch to autopilot mode to enjoy Skyrim sceneries. With 100 plus map markers, random routes, and custom destinations, you'll also get a navigation HUD, a carriage bell, follower support, and your trusty horse Sun Chaser, which you can summon, brush, feed, and equip with different saddles. Camps can also be set up anywhere with small to large layouts, where followers sandbox around the fire. The carriage itself includes auto-looting, crafting stations, lockable doors, visual storage, and survival compatibility. Overall, it's one of those rare immersion mods that makes you want to slow down and just enjoy Skyrim sceneries. For our last immersion mod, we have no fire during the rain. And honestly, I don't know about you, but it's always bothered me how fire sources in Skyrim stay perfectly lit, even when it's raining or during a thunderstorm. This mod finally fixes that. No fire during the rain makes all outdoor fire go out when it rains. From campfires and torches to sconces and other fire sources in Skyrim and across Solstheim. It's completely dynamic. The moment rain starts falling, every affected fire will instantly extinguish with a bit of smoke for that extra touch of realism. And when the weather clears out, they'll reignite naturally after a short while. You can even relight the extinguished fire yourselves, simply by activating them directly as long as the rain has stopped. It's a small feature, but one that adds a huge amount of immersion in my opinion. We have Modern Lighting Overhaul 2, a lightweight, performance-friendly lighting enhancement that gives nearly every light source in Skyrim a realistic glow. From candles, fires, lanterns, and Dwemer lights will now cast authentic natural illumination. No more mismatched tones or jarring brightness between sources. The mod even features realistic light flickering, adding that subtle movement that makes interiors and exteriors feel truly alive. And since it doesn't edit any world meshes or cells, it's incredibly performance friendly. Plus, being compatible with most popular lighting mods, it makes everything look more realistic. Lastly, we have Northern Knight Armor Mashup SMP. This mod adds a stunning armor set built for male characters, perfect for a traveling sellsword or a grounded paladin wandering Skyrim's frozen north. It's a mashup of several armor pieces with a rugged northern aesthetic, featuring SMP support for added realism and movement. The set is Ebony tier, requiring the Ebony crafting perk before being able to craft. And while there's no Beast Ray support, it fits nicely into Skyrim's world. And that's about it for today's video. I know there are still a ton of great mods out there that I couldn't fit into this showcase. But don't worry, I've got plenty more lined up for future videos. So if you enjoyed this one and want to see more Skyrim content, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel further, I have affiliate links where you can buy cheaper games or other stuff on Amazon down below. As always, huge shout out to you guys, especially those who made it all the way to the end. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Happy modding everyone!